Hi, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Spatial Innovations webinar. My name is Hopeton Ferguson, and I am the Vice President for Strategic Solution at Spatial Innovation. Today, I will be presenting on smart city planning using the ArcGIS platform. So today we're going to look at what is a smart city of the world, different smart cities of the world, the use of ArcGIS platform in smart city, and a demonstration of ArcGIS Urban. So the question is asked, what is a smart city? Now, every nation wants to be prosperous, innovative, sustainable, safe, livable, resilient, healthy, transparent, and collaborative. As cities are growing to over 50% of world population, they are now facing intense economic, social, and environmental stress due to trends like rapid population growth and increased demand for affordable housing. To keep up with these pressures, planners and designers are looking for technology that help them streamline the urban planning process and deliver projects that meet growing demands. Everyone is looking for a smart city to address these needs and support organizations involved in the planning and development life cycle. But the question is, what is a smart city? So leveraging technology to serve people is what we can define as a smart city. A smart city, smart cities are built around users. They start with an information network, and they are designed to optimize resources. So smart cities make cities work more livable, with connected streets as the core of smart cities. Each street light can gather and send information. Smart connected street lights open many opportunities or possibilities. If, for example, at 7 a.m. Mark is going to work, standby lighting switch on when he walks by. Eva has an appointment in town. She's looking for parking. She won't have to drive for very long. And like Tom, you use an electric vehicle. You will know where to find available charging stations. Alex is going to the cinema. She can switch on specific lighting to cross the street safely. Waste collection companies know how full containers are in real time. Weather sensors manage automatic watering system and detect leaks. Other sensors provide updates on air pollution, noise, and river levels. So there's no need to read water or electric meters. Consumption figures will be available in real time. If an accident occurs, an alert goes out immediately. Remote monitoring provides an instant update on the situation. Drivers can receive warning on their GPS and their connected road signs. Traffic lights can adjust to regulate traffic flow and prevent traffic jams. Connected streets provide full suite of applications. Smart lighting, parking assistance, connected charge stations, equipment accessibility, connected waste, environmental station, video management, automatic watering, dynamic information, Wi-Fi, Li-Fi connections, public toilet, transportation and mobility, flow management, appeal and attraction equipment. And that is what smart city is all about. So would that be something that you'd like? So let us now take a look at some smart cities of the world. The number one smart city, Dubai. This city is already known for innovation and technology with interconnected system to make it smart. It actually started with, it has actually started its 2,400 meter tall Dubai vertical city that would not only become the tallest size skyscraper in the world, nearly doubling the size of current tallest building, it would be a city in itself with a bullet train-like elevator traveling 200 kilometers per hour to ascend to the tower. Dubai already has flying drone taxis capable of seating one person for 23 minutes, zipping through the skies. This will be activated in the near future. Dubai has also ordered a fleet of Tesla driverless cars for the Dubai Taxi Corporation. And Dubai has not only accepted these changes, but fully embraced at making automation a part of everyday life. Dubai has also taken to printing houses, with the first building being freely printed in Dubai. The advancement in Dubai and how technology is used to improve life in the city has earned its position as number one. Number two, smart city, Singapore. A city-state that has really shown us a way for a country with limited resources, lots of people, and limited space. The Singapore government aims to further develop the country into a smart nation. Now, the somewhat vague mission statement of the Smart National Platform aims to improve connectivity for initiatives such as the Heterogeneous Network, or HitNet, a plan to connect all the sensors network to provide real-time data analytics. Being so small and compact, Singapore has always had a focus on being clean and green in order to accommodate for its densely packed population. With little natural resources, Singapore decided to become a global leader in trading, focusing on connecting people in cargo better than anyone else in the world. This can be seen through the port to the airport, and of course through their banking system. In order to stay on top, Singapore has had to utilize technology faster than any other city in the world, and its relatively small population and geographic size become the perfect testing ground for a new tech, making Singapore an almost living laboratory. Singapore is extremely forward thinking and has already introduced autonomous vehicle onto the city streets with the release of an autonomous bus and more to follow in coming years. Singapore is a perfect example of how to turn concrete jungle into a metropolitan paradise with a large focus on green and returning flora back to the city. So now let us look at how we can use the ArcGIS platform to make smart cities. Creating a digital nervous system for your city, one that is intelligent and responsive, integrating all sources of data, connecting everything and everyone by applying the science of where. ArcGIS provides you with three key systems to get you where you're going. One is the system of record through data collection, management, and integration. The other is a system of insight, dealing with analytics, modeling all data exploration. And thirdly, the system of engagement, which looks at sharing dissemination of information and collaboration. By integrating science in the design process, GIS is revolutionizing urban development through transportation, green infrastructure, city planning, economic development, and urban design. GIS is analyzing, designing, evaluating, visualizing, disseminating information. These examples shown here are showing work in urban planning and regional planning, not only making cities more efficient, but also consistent with respect to land uses. And here analytics in various forms are helping to understand and therefore plan a more efficient city. Urban is a system that's going to revolutionize and transform planning, operations, and design. It integrates with highly interactive visual tools, proposed projects, land use plan, zoning, and all the geographic indicators that are necessary to create smart cities. Department of Urban Planning and Municipal of Abu Dhabi, ArcGIS Urban allows city planners to calculate and visualize key indicators such as distance to bus stop, areas of residual investment potential based on existing structures, capacity indicators based on the city building code, and the potential healthy urban land use mix if the code was to be changed, areas of current development projects and their status connecting the police and the transport planning. So ArcGIS Urban is enabling community engagement by organizing and managing community interactions through crowdsourcing, citizen communication, status reporting, storytelling, and demographic information. So what is ArcGIS Urban? So ArcGIS Urban is a modeling and planning system to orchestrate urban development. The focus is on making system easy to use. It's actually browser-based. It's also inherently 3D, and you can work with your existing 2D and 3D GIS information. Urban offers a set of web-based planning tools that can support series of different planning initiatives. So what specifically can ArcGIS Urban do for you? Firstly, the ability to visualize project citywide, both internally, but also in a shared public view, supporting collaboration between the public and private stakeholders. Users like the Boston Planning and Development Agency have published a representation of their building application pipeline, or in other words, a permitting pipeline that can be then shared across agencies and with the public. ArcGIS Urban can also improve planning productivity by visualizing zoning rules in 3D alongside with the current development pipeline. So as more and more cities undergo updates to local zoning codes at a neighborhood scale, Urban provides a modern approach, converting legal text into a visual representation, which can then be used to drive detailed scenario planning down at the parcel level. The impact of these plans can then be analyzed automatically, generated capacity indicators shown in the dashboard. ArcGIS Urban can also increase transparency and overall understanding of communicating some key trends. Indicators can be configured and be overlaid on the 3D base map related to demographic changes, walkability analysis, flood risk. Customer indicators can essentially be added. For example, here you can see San Francisco growth policy analysis map or transit analysis zone showing future capacity for job growth throughout the city. And urban will also come with a pre-configured indicator out of the box for domestic United States. ArcGIS Urban can also provide better engagement with planning commissions and the public by evaluating proposed projects as they submit for planning. Shown here, the city of Pasadena has had a formal 3D model submission policy since 2008. And so by incorporating these BIM and other types of 3D models into the review process, we can better display what's been proposed to folks like the design commission, allowing them to understand what's being proposed more than just the location of the permit. So while also encouraging that those projects, the urban form and what they can provide can align with the design objectives of that particular area of city. So at this time, we're going to go into a demonstration of ArcGIS Urban and some of the new capabilities. So today I'm going to take you through a demo of ArcGIS Urban and cover some of the new features in the recent release. The demo today is located in Honolulu. Honolulu is the capital and largest city of the US state of Hawaii. We'll firstly take you through a new plan type called land use plans, and we'll review some enhancements to zoning plan, and finally we will cover the new sketching capabilities for projects in ArcGIS Urban. So here we are in Honolulu. Honolulu has an ambitious commercial rail corridor, and corresponding to the plan area, ArcGIS Urban is utilized to help facilitate development of individual plan area. Using content filter, you can filter your own content, share across organization or public content. Esri has also added land use plan for general update. So this is a proposed land use plan for the entire island of Honolulu using the new conceptual grid. The land use plan is showing hotels, retail, and office. New paint tool is also added to urban for applying new land use types. So here we have added general commercial and medium density residential. So let us now take a look at the East Kapolei plan. When we choose edit, it brings up additional functionality for authoring scenarios. Honolulu has a very simple definition of land use, urban and agriculture. As we can see on the screen. So let us now look at how to create a conceptual scenario and split some large parcels. Let us select these 3 large parcels and create a conceptual grid. So here we can merge, we can split, we can erase, or we can make new grids from the toolbar. The new paint tool that paints land use, lets you choose from a palette of land use types. So here we see a couple of commercial cores combined with mixed use in between. So when you're painting, you're actually creating a district underneath. A few new land use types were added to the US default template, such as hotels, offices, parking, and these are built in for you to leverage. Each plan is targeting commercial core around transit station. So let us now move to a different area called the Pearl City. Zoning plan is similar to land use plan. Let us take a look at the zoning capability of ArcGIS Urban and how it supports a more targeted approach to implementing zoning changes. So here we see the transit station and the corresponding special district noted in quarter and half-mile buffer around the station. As a common exercise, planners like to take a look at how existing zone can be changed to accommodate a feature built out scenario. Urban allows us to run scenario based on existing zoning. We can use existing zoning as a basis to build from in another scenario. We can choose to modify a zone, which will actually open up the entire list of available zones, existing and proposed. Each zone will have more detailed parameter outlining the FAR, allowed space type, maximum building height. We can make a copy of proposed change. Let us name it after the plan area and add a label. Let us boost FAR from 4 to 5. This new zone will affect all the parcels that it touches, and they will update according to that new parameter. In addition to modeling new zone types and land use types, Urban can model building types. Building types are defined as mixed space use type, one or many. Space use are defined and drive capacity metrics, which are related to population, parking, trips, emission, energy, energy use, and you can download to Excel. So let us download Excel for the entire study area and take a look. Each scenario is noted by columns. It shows a breakdown of space type as well as the space per zone applied to each scenario. You can create and manage your own space type. Let's create and call this brewery and give it a high ceiling. We can assign coefficient related to parking, number of jobs, and future use or not use. Let us select a site, call it Main Street Retail Building, and add more detailed example, brewery. Add space use component to a building or select new space use type. Choose footprint, shape, and assign characteristics. So Skyplane is a new feature in Urban. It lets us override the allowable height of this parcel from 60 maximum to 400 feet. Skyplane can be applied based on parcel edge. We can choose the front street edge and set a vertical offset of 50 with a departure angle of 75 degrees. Let us now add a residential tower. The building type will react by offsetting itself to a building to build as high as possible. And if we adjust the sky plane, the building will adjust as well. So the residential tower is aligned to be as close to the street edge as possible. So no matter how much change in angle of departure, that building will always try to creep forward. So in addition to the new scenario planning tool, Urban has spatial analysis tools such as shadow measurements, slice, and line of sight. Line of sight can be useful to simulate and observe location and then enable you to draw sight line that can be added to various places throughout the scenario. So also added is street level imagery through an integration with Mapillary, allowing you to see side-by-side comparison with existing conditions on the right and proposed conditions, or the urban model on the left. You can now publish each scenario, sharing internally or externally with the public for comments per scenario. So this feedback is using the hub annotation layer for seamless management. Honolulu has started to visualize projects in context using 3D submissions. In this case, a Revit model for this apartment building and comments can be turned on for projects. So recently added is a very simple project editing capability for this example. Create a brand new project and choose a spot in this field. Designate the area of the project and call it sketch, for example. So here we see the initial editing capability. We can sketch new buildings. In the case, let's sketch a 50-foot tall building, and we are sketching it freehand with the ability to position or push-pull each individual face of the building. We can also sketch a brand new tower as well. So in this case, the tower itself can be moved independently of the podium that you had just sketched, and each individual face can be pulled and positioned both in the X, Y, but also Z direction. We also have an extensive model library of trees. Each individual asset can be sized and positioned independently of each other. And in this case, we also have a full model library of different assets like vehicles. Let's go ahead and place a dump truck for a scale, and also street furniture. Street furniture can be things such as a garbage bin, but also more complex model like bus stop. And just like the tree model, the bus stop can be positioned and scaled according to the particular project. Projects are also utilizing scenario in the same method the plans are, and allow you to share them the same way, as well as any edits made to a project will actually be shown in the overview. So if I go back in and edit this particular project building, makes the podium a bit wider, my edits are saved automatically. And if I go back to the overview, those edits are reflected. That is it for now, and thank you.
For questions. Okay, so thanks Hopeton for sharing that. Thanks for everyone that has attended. So the floor is open for any questions. You can send them through the Q&A or the chat. And as I said, Hopeton is here to answer your questions. Let me just add his email address in the chat as well, just in case you didn't have a chance to catch it. So he's Hopeton Ferguson. He's our VP of Strategic Solutions, and his email address is geospatial@spatialvision.com, which I'm now putting in the chat so that you can also visibly see it. So the floor is open for any questions. Alright, so I'm going to continue with a little bit more information until any questions come in. Alright, just to go through some frequently asked questions, such as what are the key capability of ArcGIS Urban. So it's really used to view a digital representation of your city, used to create and compare scenarios for zoning and land use plan, visualize zoning rules
models in 3 dimensions, and also to generate plausible buildings and analysis or analyze the impact of plans. And another capability is to gather feedback from the public on plans and projects, which is very important in creating your smart city. Another question would be, how do ArcGIS Online and Urban work together? So Urban is built on top of ArcGIS Online, pretty much. And as it is now, ArcGIS Urban is used in ArcGIS Online only. It is not yet ready for ArcGIS Enterprise portal. So please feel free to ask your question, send your question. You can send it via my email, or you can send it in the chat.
All right, so Hopeton, I have a question for you from Gary Campbell. What are system requirements for installation?
So ArcGIS Urban, it is pretty much, it works with ArcGIS Online. So once you have an ArcGIS Online account, then that will allow you to use ArcGIS Urban. So the same system requirement for ArcGIS Online.
All right, yeah, I hope that helps. If you have any more questions, you can ask. So Gary says thanks. And Javon Henry, how do you integrate the current city engine models into ArcGIS Urban?
All right, so the city engine model works very closely with ArcGIS Urban. Actually, there's a dedicated integration available between city engine and ArcGIS Urban. So it is something that is workable, and there is an integration that can be done.
Thanks for that, Hopeton. So just want to know if that answers your question, or if you have a follow-up question. Okay, thanks, Javon. So Hopeton, so Javon said that you answered his question. So we can have a few more. You want to go through a few more FAQs that you may have in for today?
So another question would be, can I work offline with ArcGIS Urban? The answer is no, because Urban is a web-based application, and it needs a stable internet connection. So it cannot work offline.
All right, so another question for you, Hopeton. Question from Christine Maxwell. Can several agencies work collaboratively?
Oh, definitely. Agencies,
let's say a water department, a fire department, etc.
Most definitely. So you can work, you can collaborate with other agencies, and also you can, collaborate with the public, and that is through ArcGIS Hub. That allows you to basically engage the public and also other agencies. So the answer is yes.
So, and how would that workflow work?
So ArcGIS Hub is a tool that is set up for that sort of collaboration, and also to engage public. So it is already set up. As long as you have ArcGIS Hub, then you would be able to do that collaboration.
Thanks for that one, Hopeton. So another question from Tarek Dixon. He's asking, can you upload the site plans available? Can I upload site plans available CAD files?
Oh, definitely. You can upload the CAD files. You can upload files from City Engine. You can upload BIM files or BIM models. So it's very integrative.
Excellent, excellent. Hope the question was answered, sir. And our question from Leonard Francis. So since the software can only be used online, he's asking, are our designs protected?
Oh, Leonard, how are you? Definitely your designs are protected, and it's basically use the ArcGIS online account, and only you alone will have that account, just like you have a Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever it is account that you have. So it's pretty secure. Just to say a bit more, the ArcGIS online account is a SaaS account, and it is well secured in Esri. Um, Esri platform and Esri cloud account, that is. So yes, it is secure.
So yes, your information is secure. Additional question from Javon Henry. Will ArcGIS Urban completely replace City Engine in the future, seeing as Esri seems to be migrating desktop apps to be more software as a service?
That one will have to get back to you on, but really, for truth, as it is now, it's actually two separate software. But as it's, to replace one urban with City Engine, that will have to get back to you on.
We should have a better answer for Javon, but we have to get back to you on that one. And so we provided his email in the chat, so you can always shoot him that question by the email, and we can get that answer back for you. Question from Ruth Lowe. What would be a starter suite of software? What would a starter suite of software look like? Are they only available online? Are they planning, graphic standards, UK or US based?
Sorry, can you repeat that question?
Not a problem. So what would a starter suite of software look like? Are they only available online? And are the planning, graphic standards UK or US based?
Right. Definitely we'll have to get back to you on that one. But in terms of a startup fee, our startup suite, so that would be ArcGIS Online, and more or less it would be US based.
So Javon, again, let's follow up with another question. Let's follow up with a question. So I think I answered that one. My bad. So Gary Campbell, my bad. Is asking, given that it is a cloud-based solution, do users have any say where the database resides? He's concerned about sovereignty.
Oh, definitely. You decide where the database reside. In terms of, you can have it on your own premise, or you can have it in a cloud. So you have that level of autonomy over your data.
So yes, Gary, you have that autonomy over your data. And question from Sophia Carr Reed. How can you influence governments to implement this in the planning process?
I would want to say more introduction, for them to see the benefit. We can just start with presenting them with what it is, and look at scenarios, look at examples around the world and the success story. I think that's the best way to present to them the success story. So of the software. So for example, they have a particular need, then you talk to them about that need, and then the tool will come in after. But it's very important that aligning with management as to what the needs are and how to solve that need or problem that they have, and that's where the tools actually comes in.
So I hope the question was answered, Sophia. Hope the question was answered. Another question from Khadija Ben. She says, is ArcGIS Urban available with the licenses purchased by universities?
So ArcGIS maybe we should get back to you on that one. Just to be sure. So if you can email me and we can talk some more on that one.
I'll just repeat the email so that you can have it, and I'll also write it in chat.
Sure. So you can look in a chat for my email address. And if you're writing, it's VP just spatial at spatialvision.com. So you can just send me an email and then we can talk some more on that one.
So another question from Javon, he's very interested. Is ArcGIS Urban one of the new software being negotiated to be a part of the ELA being negotiated by the Georgia and Esri moving forward? So there are no more new software being negotiated. ArcGIS Urban is one of them. So I'd say all they are most of the software thanks, Hopeton. And a question from Andrea Mohammed. I have a yearly ArcGIS for non-commercial use. Would I have access to Urban? Can you clarify that? That subscription that you have, is that personal use? Well, it says non-commercial. So Andrea, as you hear, Hopeton is asking if it's for personal use. So let us know. Personal, yes. Okay, so that would be no. Fortunately, no. Follow-up question from Ruth. Do you know how much of JA's planning and underground development data is being coordinated to this web database? I don't know if you have all that answer. So yeah, she's asking, do you know how much of Jamaica's planning and underground development data is being coordinated to the web database? Oh, sorry. Hope I was muted all this time. So let me just follow up that question. So, personal use. So he answered the question, Andrea. So he's saying with personal use, you won't have access to Urban. And just I'm going to ask to re-answer this question. So she says, do you know how much of Jamaica's planning and underground development data is being coordinated through this web database?
So I'd say no, Ruth. I do not know.
Thanks again, Javon. Christine Maxwell. Is there a suggested simple pilot project that you for government agents that you would recommend for government agencies to test the workflow?
Definitely, I think that is something that can be done, and you can email me and we can talk some more about that.
Christine, so he's asking for you to send us email. His email is dpgeospatial@spatialvision.com, and it's also in the chat. Right, so seem to have got most of our questions out of the way. Checking in. Okay, question from Tarek Dixon. Is this interoperable with indoors?
Yes, indoors. Yes, it's the ArcGIS platform allow you to basically use data from it. So that would be a yes.
Yes, Tarek. It is interoperable. thanks for all the questions. Taking about 2 more questions if you guys have any. And if you have any more that you may think of after this webinar, again, you can reach out to Hopeton directly. His email is vpgeospatial@spatialvision.com. As you can see from his presentation, that says he's an expert in urban and regional planning. And we definitely want to see more smart cities within our Caribbean region and the wider world. But we love to see the Caribbean get us the Singapores and the Dubais. I'm even reading that China is integrating in that, as he spoke about the drone that flies for 23 minutes, the drone taxi. We definitely love to see that kind of technology here. But again, if you have any more questions, feel free to share them now. And if not, we'll look to wrap up shortly. Yes, the presentation has been recorded, and thanks for asking. So what we generally do is we take the recordings and host them on our YouTube channel. So I'd say give it about look out for it tomorrow. We'll try to upload it within the same day, but within 24 hours, it will definitely be on our YouTube channel, so you can look out for that as well. And then it's a great presentation. So
Thanks, Leonard. Hoping to see you soon, and we can talk some more about ArcGIS, urban, and smart cities.
excellent. Thank you guys, you've been great. All the questions that come in, I definitely said during my time here, this has been the most questions we faced the whole time. It looks like the crowd does love it. So hope you guys all have a wonderful day. And just for reiteration, again, it has been recorded and will be posted on YouTube. So look out for that within 24 hours. That's one. And again, if you have any questions for Hopeton, his email address is vpgeospatial@spatialvision.com. Thanks again, GIS community. And again, you're getting praises, Hopeton. So looking out for more presentations from me as well. Have a great day all.
All right, thank you. All the best now.